The season of peace on Earth.
So I don't ask you to lay there, guys. I just ask you to check in me first, before the queue.
And goodwill to all men.
I am fed up with you lot. I'd only 2 whiskies.
It's Christmas!
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
We've got hundreds and thousands of passengers today and for the next few days travelling out with lots of baggage. We're expecting lots of problems. But yeah, I love Christmas, it's really exciting.
But it's not long till Supervisor Leo Jones's Christmas cheer turns to tears.
You need to get...
My daughter's waiting for me.
You need to get back to Scotland. But...
Oh, yes, silly.
Izetta Gould has been invited to spend Christmas with her daughter and family, but she's had too much of the festive spirit and was seen falling over boarding her plane to Scotland, and she's been offloaded.
Absolutely to me. All right, cheers, mate.
Quite verbally violent.
Thank you.
Quite good fun.
Cheers.
It's up to Leo to rescue the situation.
OK.
That's mine.
Yep.
I want to get home 500 miles away to Aberdeen. I am fed up with you lot. I'd only 2 whiskies. Right, this silly thought I was blasted. 2 whiskies with ice.
Just unfortunate because you are showing signs that you have been drinking quite a lot.
Yes.
That's why, for your safety...
I'm 75 years old. I can't drink. So
what is it we can do to help you now?
get me in touch. Jimmy Thixton. He's beautiful. Jamie Thixton. And as for you lot, you can it off. I want a cigarette. I'm dying for a cigarette.
Right.
I don't want to drink.
Well, wait here a minute. I'll show you somewhere where you
I
can.
want a cigarette. I don't want a...
I think I'm going to need one after this. People do tend to drink a little bit more around the festive period. Her personality keeps changing. 1 minute she's really nice, when she gets really aggressive, so we can't put someone like that on board an aircraft.
Over at Bristol Airport, doting dad John Cosgrove has lost something dear to him.
I want to know where my son is.
You tried ringing him, sir?
Yes, I have. He has a mobile. I can't make a connection.
His teenage son Jude hasn't arrived back from a week in Prague, and John wants to know why.
Did he get to the airport and arrive late? That's all I want to know.
But how can we tell you that?
No, but they will know in Prague. Yeah. They will know if somebody arrived. Now, he wouldn't tell me because of these spurious security issues. You're not telling me because of this spurious Data Protection Act.
We've explained to you the police officer will be coming over now, and that's all we can do for you. We cannot tell you whether he checked in on that flight or not.
With staff at both Bristol and Prague sticking to the rules, John is getting nowhere fast.
Well, the problem is my son went to Prague with 4 friends. I've come to pick him up from the airport. 3 of his friends are on the plane. He's not. There's no way I can get in touch with him. These people here could, but they've said no for security reasons. Perhaps somebody at Easyjet or somebody somewhere could explain what the security issue is that prevents me from knowing whether my son is at Prague airport or not.
Well, I mean, we don't actually know who this gentleman is. I mean, it may be his father, it may not be his father, so giving out information on passengers coming in on one of our aircrafts is not something we do.
Leo's trying to help tipsy Scottish grandmother Izetta Gould, but there's more trouble afoot.
We need to find your shoes before you go anywhere, yeah? Let's find your shoes. Come on, love. It's unfortunate that she was taken off the aircraft. I'm going to do everything I can to get her to know that I'm just trying to help her. Should we get you to
Aberdeen.
Edinburgh or Glasgow?
Aberdeen, you silly
I know, but...
I'm going to pee.
Oh, still no luck with that. She really needs to get to Aberdeen. Well, I have no flights to Aberdeen. I've got Edinburgh and Glasgow that I could possibly get her on if people don't turn up, but she keeps hitting me.
Getting nowhere, Leo rings her family for advice.
Yeah. OK, mate. Can you give me 5 minutes and can I call you back? All right, cheers, mate. Bye, bye. That was her son-in-law. I basically don't want anything to do with her over Christmas. You can't do that to someone. No.
John Cosgrove has lost his son. The police are on the way, but in the meantime, he cross-examines his son's friends.
Other places that he might have gone?
I couldn't tell you, really. No. He was running around all night. Don't know.
What happened was we came back from the bar and it was about 4 and I went to sleep. And he was just like, oh, I'm not ready to go to bed, I'm going to go out with this girl he met.
What was she? Was she Czech? Was she...
She was Australian.
Australian? Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, was she staying there for longer?
Yeah, yeah.
And do you know her name?
She's called, I know her first name, it's Melissa. And it's called Millie.
Ah, he's the airport police.
Hi. Lost a son?
Yeah, in Prague. Apparently, the 4 of them were staying in a hostel in Prague. He went out for a walk this morning and didn't get back in time to make the plane, to catch the flight. Now, all I want Easyjet to tell me is, did he arrive at the airport in Prague after the plane had gone? They won't discuss it with me for security reasons.
Yeah.
What security reasons?
Well, it's actually data protection.
Well, that would apply here, but not under Czech law. So what's the data protection issue? What is the data protection issue?
Well, the data protection issue is that you're asking them for data that's stored on a computer. And it's not data about you, it's data about somebody else.
Are you telling me there's no way I can find out?
I will make some inquiries for you if you can just give me some details.
OK.
Back at Luton, Leo's trying to help Izetta Gould. Despite her drunken condition, her daughter still wants her to come up to Aberdeen, but son-in-law Mick has put his foot down.
Can I put you on to her, Mick? 1 second.
Mick, I'm standing in my bare feet. I've lost my shoes. I had a plastic bag full of bits. I've lost that somewhere in the information, wherever.
Shall I speak to Mick again?
And Mick, I don't care a damn where I go. I just want to get out of this place.
Yeah, let me speak to Mick again.
Okay.
Mick, okay, so we get her in a taxi. So you live in Northamptonshire?
Little Erchester.
All right. Okay, so rather than Scotland, we'll get her in a taxi there.
My son-in-law has decided get her on a taxi and take her back to her house. But my friends in Little Erchester, as you say, hi, Zeta. What the hell have you been playing at?
Her trip now on ice, Leo books Izetta a cab home. With Bristol's finest Sergeant Martin Pitt on the case, it's not long until the missing Cosgrove is tracked down.
They've all booked separately, and that Cosgrove isn't even booked on a flight.
He isn't booked a flight.
That's all he sees.
Where's his outbound? When did he fly out? Did he fly out on the same day as these guys? There we go. Jude Cosgrove. So come back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow he flies back.
He's been to the airport.
He's been to the airport?
He's booked a flight tomorrow.
OK, thank you very much. He did arrive at the airport late, and he's on the plane for tomorrow. So, would it be nice?
Same time tomorrow, Mr. Cosgrove.
Thank you very much, thanks.
Because we have a protocol with the airport. So they can tell me, they can't tell you. It sounds incredible, but...
Well, not only sounds incredible, I think they're misinterpreting the law. And I think they've given me an hour of worry needlessly. But thank you for sorting it. It's OK. Thanks.
Bye. What are you doing for Christmas?
Nothing.
Nothing for Christmas?
With his shift drawing to a close, Leo's managed to get Izetta a cab home. And he may even have won her over.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, look. Is this the car? Is this the car? OK, let's go. Yeah, how you doing? All right.
There, you're right.
Yeah, good. Cheers, mate. Here she is.
Running back.
All right, have a lovely
Yes.
Christmas.
Thank you, my darling.
See you later. Take care, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Try and find that bag with my boots on.
And we'll get it sent to you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
It's Christmas Eve, and the Easyjet staff are bracing themselves for more than just some fancy footwork. Even old hand Jane Bolton has never seen anything like this.
In the 8 years that I've been here, this has been the busiest Christmas time for me. We had over 8,000 passengers yesterday. I think we're probably looking at between 8 and 10,000 today, and it's just been absolutely manic.
Manic or not, no Christmas is complete without Leo's favourite band, Slade.
Look who we've seen today. Wicked.
It's Christmas!
That's a good...
Festive Brummy rockers Slade are heading to Glen Roth's, 40 miles north of Edinburgh, for a sellout gig, but not before giving Leo his own special rendition.
So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Everybody, look to the future now, it's only just begun.
Yesterday, John Cosgrove tried to collect his son Jude, who failed to show up on a flight from Prague.
I want to know where my son is.
24 hours later, Dad's given up and gone home. And with the last Prague flight before Christmas just landed, there's just one question. Did Jude make it?
He was meant to come back from Prague yesterday. Missed the flight, so I'm checking if he's on there today. Yeah, you got 101 people on the flight and he was number 101 to check in, so he was the last person to check in.
Jude's made it home, but only just.
You're 19, you don't learn at 19, do you? Really?
I did meet an Australian girl, and I was a bit too drunk to really weigh up the pros and cons of the situation, so here I am today.
He may have made it back as far as Bristol, but Jude still has one minor problem.
Do you know if Dad was planning on coming up to pick me up tonight, today, or not?
That's a no, then. He'll have to make his own way home. Luton Airport is now at its busiest.
The people and we will miss the flight. That's all I'm asking.
And Panayis Vovos isn't happy. He's got his girlfriend's bag. The problem, right now, she's boarding her flight to Krakow.
I want to board into Athens, to the plane to Athens, all right? Can you just help me so that I will check in first?
But you have to
go through and give her the hand luggage.
You have to wait with everybody else.
But I'm a special case, why should I give her hand luggage? Don't you understand? You see the problem, what the problem is. Why don't you help me out to check in before these people, so I'm going and give her the hand luggage?
Panayis and his girlfriend Elisabetta arrived on a delayed Edinburgh flight. She made her check-in for Krakow, but only because Panayis stayed behind to collect her bags.
Be a little bit more understanding, please.
We can't delay an aircraft.
But I don't ask you to delay the aircraft, I just ask you to check in me first, before the queue.
Panayis is on his way to Athens. If he can get through check-in, he may just get the bag to his girlfriend. But due to security, Easyjet won't let him jump the queue.
Just because of the formality, you not let me give her baggage for this formality?
Yeah, we can't.
But why? Don't you understand? I will just give her a hand luggage. It's my problem. I will take it anyway to Athens if I don't meet her.
But it's too late. We're not going to be able to rush you through the process in that time.
Okay, what is your name?
I'll write it down for you.
Yes, thank you very much. Leo Jones.
Yeah.
All right, can I see it on your identity card?
If you wish.
I wish.
I've got no reason to lie to you, because everything I'm saying is correct.
I'm not saying that it's not correct.
Okay.
I'm just saying to skip the formalities, not skip the security process, skip only the formalities, and let me give you a hand luggage.
The formality is you have to queue here, and then there'll be a queue again.
And just because you are British and you want me to queue, I will not give you a hand luggage. For God's sake.
Happy Christmas.
Unable to reunite Elisabetta with her bag, Panayis explains why it was so important.
It's all the presents for her family. And I will got nothing, nothing can be done. She will never get the presents in the place at time. So what will I do?
Up in Newcastle, ticket agent Emma Elwood's preparing for some big changes.
Today is special because it's my last day. It's my last shift here, working on the sales desk. In 3 weeks' time, I'm starting my training with Easyjet to be cabin crew.
But before she leaves, she's got some very important passengers to look after.
Today's special as well for the Swaddle family, who's here at Newcastle to travel out to Barcelona on an Easyjet aircraft, which we've named in honour of their late son. Daniel wanted to become a pilot for a commercial airline. So I'm just going to stick with them and make sure that they're all right and that there's no problems when they're boarding the aircraft, and that everything goes smoothly.
Last year, Paul and Judith Swaddle lost their first son to cancer. Daniel was only 17.
They're taking off that way because they landed that way.
And not only was it his ambition to fly, at 17, he was one of the youngest qualified pilots in Britain.
He passed all his flying exams and was a qualified pilot. To certainly, at the age of 16, he was allowed at that time to go out and fly single-prop aeroplanes on his own. I think this really is just a great way of paying tribute to him and recognising his efforts and his achievements. Every pilot that flies this plane is going to know the story, is going to talk about Daniel, and I think that's fantastic.
With the Swaddle family safely boarding the Barcelona flight,
Oh, will do, cheers.
Emma can breathe a sigh of relief.
So it was a great pleasure to be involved in the Shelter family, especially on my last day. It was such a privilege to see them board the aircraft and take off to Barcelona.
Back in Luton, Panayis is still at check-in, and he thinks he's found a solution.
Sorry, did you want to see me again?
Yes. First of all, I know I don't need your help, and I'm not trying to shut you up now to make things better. But the truth is that I just want to get this bag there because that's the Christmas presents. Blame me for the way I'm talking to you. Don't do this to her, okay?
We can't.
Listen to me. I think you can help me. What if we say that's that I took it by mistake and she couldn't wait to miss the flight, and just pretend that it's a lost baggage, just as a lost baggage.
We can't. There's security implications with doing that. You would have to contact a courier company to get the bag delivered. I'm sorry.
Leo may just have ruined a Christmas in Krakow, but he's doing his best to bail out a Berliner.
Tonight flight? Yeah, possibly. It may be possible. Hold on.
Marcel Propaka is trying to get home for Christmas, but all the remaining seats are sold.
There's still no seats, but I'm just thinking if people didn't turn up.
Is it a problem?
However, Leo might just be able to help him.
If you had your bags, we could, but it looks like it's still full at the moment.
10 minutes I've been here with a taxi. My hotel is 5 minutes from here. 5 minutes.
Hold on 1 second. 10. Go on then, quickly, try.
Chavitas.
Go on, try. He really needs to get back to Berlin for Christmas, but the flights have been fully booked. But it so happens that we've had one seat become available on the flight, but he's left his bags at the hotel, so if he can get back here in 10 minutes, then he's on the flight. If not, he'll have to wait.
With the Swaddle family well on their way to Barcelona, it's finally time for Emma to leave her ticket sales job behind.
Take care. You want the Christmas party?
Yeah, of course I am, man.
But it won't be her last day working for the airline.
In 3 weeks' time, I'm starting my training to be cabin crew. I'm looking forward to the new challenge, something different. But yeah, I'll miss everybody who I work with.
One person who'll miss her most is boss Helen Bramley.
Hello. Thanks, Helen. Oh, don't do that because I'll cry, I tell you.
Do you want to read it to you?
Yeah, she needs to read it to you.
Yeah, go on then, go on.
I read it out to them to see if it made sense, right? I started to cry, so forgive us. I've known you, Emma, for all these years, and in that time we've sunk some beers. But will you ever forgive or even talk about the time we watched you go wing walk?
Oh my God!
That secret was the biggest yet, and I doubt that we'd be ever allowed to forget that we plotted the scheme to get you there, so don't ever mention it another day. A model you became in the fashion show, and after Jamie had searched high and low, a bride you became and blew him away. My God, that was a hectic day. And for now, my friend, I wish you every success, flying around Europe, but I confess, I'll miss you so dearly.
Stop it.
But go with this thought. Watch out for the passenger that made you wing walk.
Oh, thanks, Helen.
Come around.
How long did it take you to write that?
About 6 weeks.
And I've got mixed emotions. I feel happy that I'm going, but I feel sad because I've become really good friends with the girls. I've been here for so long, I feel like part of the furniture.
In Luton, Marcel is back.
It's okay. You're on. Yes. Wicked. Have you got your passport there, please? Don't say you've lost that.
You have mine.
Huh?
My ticket.
Excellent. What are you doing this evening? Do you have anything in your possession given to you by anyone else?
No.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
It's very good. I can party with my family Christmas. It's very good.
Okay, if you run over to desk 34 and they'll check you in there.
Thanks to Leo, Marcel just makes the last Berlin flight home. With all the airports closing for Christmas, the last plane leaves on time. And Leo takes a moment to look back on the last couple of days.
It's been an absolutely mad day, so I'm really looking forward now just to going home and going to sleep. I'm really pleased this is over for another 365 days. Thank goodness for that. Good night.
She may not have made it to Scotland, but Izetta enjoyed Christmas at home with her son. Panayis air-freighted Elizabetta's Christmas presents to Poland in time for New Year. And Emma loves her new job as cabin crew.